The morning fog clung to the old town of Eldridge like a shroud, veiling its secrets in a veil of gray. It was in this very town that 17-year-old Mia Sullivan had spent her entire life, but the summer she turned 16 felt different, more haunting. It began innocently enough, stirred by whispers of an occurrence that no one dared to discuss openly. Children dared one another to venture into the depths of the nearby Whistler Woods, rumored to be haunted by supernatural entities. Mia, often an outsider at school, had grown tired of missing out on the tales her classmates exchanged. Their laughter echoed in the corridors while she sat quietly at lunch, absorbed in her sketchbook. One February afternoon, her curiosity got the better of her, and she decided to gather a group unwilling to shy away from the unknown. They met in the town square, thick with anticipation and enough bravado to mask their fear. Tom, the daring one, proclaimed, "There's nothing in those woods but trees and the occasional deer." The others jeered as Mia looked on, her heart racing with every word. Unsure if it was excitement or dread, she nodded along, feeling the thrill pulse around her with each declaration of courage. On a chilly Saturday, they assembled their crew, Tom, Clara, Lucia, and Mia, and set off into the woods, where the trees twisted high above like skeletal fingers clawing at the sky. A chill permeated the air, making their breath visible as they made their way deeper into Whistler Woods. "We should split up and check the old cabin," Tom suggested, flashing a grin. The group hesitated but eventually agreed, knowing they would feel stronger in numbers. The hollow silence of the woods began to feel heavy and alive, the rustling leaves whispering secrets only the brave could decipher. Mia and Lucia wandered deeper than the others, their friendship a tether against the eerie atmosphere. "What do you think we'll find?" Lucia asked, voice barely above a whisper. Mia shrugged but felt an inexplicable pull towards an old oak tree, gnarled and twisted, its bark escaping in patches and revealing an unnatural brightness beneath it. "Look," she pointed, her heart racing as soft luminescence emanated from the hollow at the base of the tree. Curious, they kneeled to peer inside, and a darker presence flickered, a tainted, shadowy figure materializing into view. Its eyes glowed with a light that felt entirely too human yet disturbingly otherworldly. As the shadows writhed, they wore anguished faces, and the air thickened around them with an overwhelming sense of despair. Before Mia could motion for Lucia to run, a voice beckoned her. "Mia, come closer." It was a strange mix of seduction, sorrow, and danger. Lucia gasped, "What is that?" The words got choked in her throat as fear bloomed, paralyzing her. With a mixture of dread and fascination, Mia felt herself compelled, drawn by something far beyond her understanding. The air crackled as she stepped toward the entity, heart pounding louder than ever. "Help us, we are trapped," the voice echoed, deep and soothing. The creature's elongated fingers reached out, brushing against the tinged light like a caress, like a promise. "Only you can free us." Mia found herself at the threshold of making a choice that would change everything, her heart screaming to resist while her curiosity urged her forward. "What do you want?" she asked, trembling. "Let us enter your world," it moaned. "We will give you what you desire. Freedom, acceptance, love in a world that has cast you aside." Suddenly, the ground trembled, the air turning frigid. Lucia snapped from her paralysis. "Mia, no, we have to go." She pulled Mia's arm with urgency, but the pull of the creature had grown into a vice, whispering promises in languages long forgotten. As Lucia dragged her back, dark shadows swirled around them, tension gretting until abruptly, the cabin doors swung open, revealing the others, or at least, their shadows. "What took you so long?" Tom's voice lacked its usual bravado, echoing hollow, almost reverent as if it were being repeated by some unseen collector of souls. "Leave her," Lucia shouted, voice straining against the pressure. The shadows multiplied as if materializing from the corners of the forest, each face twisted in silent screams. Mia gathered herself, breaking from the pull of temptation. "I won't let them take you," she cried, her voice breaking as fear intertwined with determination. With a surge of willpower, they turned to flee deeper into the woods, shadows clawing at their heels, voices rising in agonizing discord as the ground seemed to shift beneath them. But together, hand in hand, they ran until they burst free from the embrace of the trees and chaos, back into the visible world. They stopped on the edge of the woods, panting, their hearts racing. As the shadows receded, disappearing behind a veil of mist, Mia felt a tremendous weight lift, yet a lingering heaviness remained, a reminder that they had barely escaped. But deep in the recesses of Whistler Woods, whispers continued, resonating through the foggy stillness, waiting for the next curious soul, brave or foolish enough to take a step too close.